What have you given up because of inflation? Ordering any kind of takeout. $20 for one person for a mediocre meal. No thanks. Yeah, even ordering fast food can cost that much now. I haven't purchased anything relevant to any of my hobbies in around 8 months. Same. I honestly have everything I need, but still. Most hobbies are actually 2 hobbies. One is doing the actual thing and the other is acquiring the materials to do the thing. This is me too. I have probably spent 3x the amount of time shopping for backpacking gear than I have actually backpacking, haha. Honestly, I feel like I've given up on being happy in order to just pay bills each month. I never ever go out, for food or entertainment. I stay home unless I'm going to work. I take an extra 45-minute walk twice a day to get to my office from the train station to save on subway fare. I buy the bare necessities for groceries and get stuff that's on sale instead of the stuff I actually like. I haven't bought any new clothes at all in 2 years. This will eventually become a problem. I cut out all makeup. I can't afford it anymore. I get my hair trimmed once a year, having given up coloring it and having a cool style as they're too expensive to maintain. I used to get a pedicure to deal with the rough skin on my feet every 2 to 3 months. Cut that out too and just deal with the ugly feet. I've tried to do it myself at home, but the results are never as good. Travel of any kind. Allowing the house to get too hot or too cold to save a little on energy bills. I used to shower in the morning and take a hot bath at night. Now I try do one or the other to reduce water usage. Water is so damn expensive where I live. My partner and I don't give gifts for special occasions any longer. I haven't bought a single frivolous item in over 2 years, nothing fun or just because I like it. I miss having even a little extra money each month. Now it's a daily game to try and make it to the next paycheck. Happiness was my first thought too. Everything is such a struggle just to pay bills, put food on the tables, etc. I'm paycheck to paycheck like many others. My savings account is draining at an alarming rate. I can't afford to save anything. There will be no trips or anything for a long time. So yeah, hope and happiness are the 2 main things I've given up. I've started tossing out significantly less food. I'm lucky that I've been able to afford a chest freezer before inflation hit, and it's been a lifesaver. Any leftover scrap just goes in there. Love my frugal chest freezer. I shop exclusively sales and freeze whatever I can, especially meat, which I never buy unless it's on a really good discount. It saves me a lot. Yeah, it's mostly for proteins for me as well. Normally I just go beach fishing and take at most 2 or 3 flounders, turbots, plaice or sole home at the end of the day, but now the entire catch is ending up in the freezer. Great fish to have in stock. Just when I started to live comfortably, inflation hit hard and now I'm back to scraping by paycheck to paycheck because, like always, my pay doesn't keep up with inflation. Exactly that. I moved out from my parents' house nearly a year ago, and at first I had a lot of leftover money to buy new furnitures and even a $3,000 computer that I built myself. But since a few months now, inflation went right into my ass and my groceries went from costing me like $50 a week to $100 a week. It's absolutely dementia these days, and I can barely live now. Going out to eat. A meal for 2 that used to cost me around $45 now costs about $80. Oh, so I'm not insane, lol. Canned beans. Had to switch to dry beans only. Being a 2-car household. Went from middle class to towing the poverty line. We also went to dried beans, and a lot less meat. Quite a few branded products like Pepsi. Also don't eat out much these days. Honestly dude, you are not missing out as much as you think, especially if you are thinking of fast food. The prices have gone up immensely, and the service has absolutely tanked. Combined with staffing problems at seemingly every store, you are looking at the following on a simple visit to Taco Bell. Waiting in line for 15-20+ minutes for your food. The service workers are forced to work faster with fewer people, meaning orders are less accurate. Hope you checked the bag before you left. Also, if only 2 people are manning the store, which is totally a thing around here during the lunch rush, that kitchen is not clean, and neither is your food. A meal that was once $7 is $15. I don't know how McD's is still in business when you can get Chipotle, Raising Cane's, local fast food chains that are better, for the same price. Many places simply close the dining room, so if you wanted to actually sit down, tough shit. We discovered that several Mexican restaurants in our area have very reasonable lunch specials. They cost less than fast food if you drink water, and taste 1000x better. Yup, I can get a full meal at a Chinese restaurant, fresh vegetables and rice, plus hot tea and a soup for $8. Last time I went to Taco Bell I paid $18 for my drive-thru order to be wrong. Beef. Haven't had a steak in months. Don't get me wrong, I previously had 1 steak about every 2 weeks as I'm poor. But from 2 to 0 is a bit much. Sirloin a year ago was $6 per pound. Now it is like $12 per pound. Also, microwave popcorn for some reason is nearly 2x price of a year ago. I buy 1 large 24 individual pack for $9-ish instead of $4.50. I'm on the verge of being priced out of popcorn. I bought a collapsible silicone popcorn bowl to cook microwave popcorn. A carton of kernels lasts forever. I throw in a little butter and salt, delish. The price point per ounce of popcorn in my area is cheaper to buy in the individual largest family size pack than loose popcorn and oil. If it were cheaper, I'd do it. I guess I could look online for like a 10 pounds bulk bag of loose popcorn, but it is easier to just stop buying it. Chicken wings. I went to the grocery store and a pack of chicken wings was $24. Ridiculous. Needless to say, I got the drumsticks instead. Didn't dine out too much before the pandemic, almost never do now. But when I do these days, it has to be a local business first and foremost, and b, high quality. I don't mind paying more when it meets these two criteria, because fuck big corporations and even shitty food like McDonald's costs a crap ton, so may as well spend on the good stuff if spending at all. Not to mention McDonald's and the likes don't fix your hunger for more than a few hours. Or at all. I went to Rotten Ronnie's the other day to get food for my nephews. 3 basic combos with no extras or supersizing came to $45 Canadian. I couldn't fucking believe it. $45 for 3 6-nugget combos that were tiny? Fuck all the way off, McDonald's. Price gouging pricks. New clothes. Appliances built before 2000. All future prospects. Living in a house. Most food. I'm waiting to buy a house too. I tried this year and everyone had way more money than me. Generally speaking, the best time to buy a house was in the past. It will get increasingly harder going forward as we hit the end stages of capitalism and corporations realizing the last bastion of infinite growth is in literal rent seeking outbid to buy property. Landlordism, the original subscription model. My dreams? My hopes. My hair. I just cannot afford the splurge on the amount of products it needs to be healthy. Chopped it all off. Been cutting my family's hair for years now. My husband, lucky, likes wearing it short. My kid is in college, and really doesn't care. And I just hack mine to shoulder length now and then. Normally a salon appointment would be $90 tip included. It was hard before all this. Now, I just can't pay that. Driving at night just to relax. Right there with you. I used to be able to drive aimlessly for an hour just enjoying the rush of the air and maybe some music. Now I batch all my errands together and sometimes don't leave my house for days. It's depressing. Hot take, but I've been eating a lot healthier because of it. So I haven't been buying as much junk. Dumplings, ice cream, etc. are all like $6 to $10. $13 of boneless chicken breasts can last me a week, and a 10 pounds bag of rice for $15 can last months. All I really need for shopping is the supplying for spices, meat and vegetables, so my food cost is like $40 to $50 a week instead of $80 to $90. Yep, same here. Raising prices of discretionary and nice luxury items people don't actually need will backfire, and makers of those things will go out of business or be forced to eventually find ways of lowering their prices while still maintaining some semblance of quality enough to entice folks to splurge a little on them. I too am finding the net effect of inflation to be that overall I am net spending less on stuff because I've stopped buying overpriced shit I don't need. The will to live. Same here. At this point I'm surviving and not living. I'm always worried about one thing or another. I don't even remember the last time I was happy. Yep. I feel like anytime my mind has a second to itself, I'll start worrying about money and bills. I lay awake at night unable to fall asleep because I'm worrying about bills. It's awful. Holding a lot of cash, every paycheck is 50% invested. This guy saves. This guy is able to save. 50% is fucking awesome. I can barely do 10%. Once my kid is done with diapers, I'll be using that money to save. Actually, that money will go to replacing all the things your toddler will break, now that they can walk and wipe their butts. Buying some sweets for my family and me. No more name products like Coca-Cola and such. Getting most items from second-hand stores. I just don't have that much money. No zoo visits right now. It's not only the inflation but my upcoming divorce as well. Hard times. Check your local library for local attraction passes. They're free to check out with your library card. I know a lot of the big attractions locally and within a few hours drive have family passes at ours. They also have lots of no-cost programs for kids, teens, families and adults, no travel required. Best of luck. Being a good tipper. I used to proudly give $2 on a $10 meal. Now the meal price shot up to $15, and tipping recommendations on the slip is like 20 to 25%. I'm sorry y'all, I don't want to pay $20 for my lunch. There is a poke bowl place at the mall near me. I love it, better than any other poke bowl places I've had. But last time I went there was about 6 months ago. I got a poke bowl with a salad base and a Thai boba tea. It cost $23. I paid $23 for a salad and iced tea. I was done after that.